Senator David Vitter, how are you, sir?
Good, Mark. Great to be with you.
Well, this is a very difficult day. You see what's going on in France. Let me ask you a question.
Horrible day.
Amen. You know, you're in the Senate. You're running for governor of Louisiana in an absolutely crucial race here.
Yeah.
One of the things that concerns me, you, and I think a lot of people is we keep debating about securing the border, people coming in this country, more and more refugees from Syria. You know, Senator, soon to be, I hope, Governor, we have soft targets in this country just like they do in Europe. Shouldn't we be much more serious about securing our border?
Absolutely, Mark. And look, we know, this isn't classified, we can talk about this, we know there are Middle Eastern nationals who are going into Mexico specifically to get into our country by taking Hispanic surnames. Now, what's going on there? Are they after car wash jobs in L.A.? I don't think so. I think there's something serious going on. We know that's happening. We know it's a threat. It's one of so many reasons we need to get serious about securing the border and having internal security, particularly in terms of people applying for jobs, having a real system where only people who are citizens or those legally in the country can get jobs. We need to get serious about this. I've been saying this for years, as have you. We need to get serious.
And why at this time, when we're really unable to vet people, are we bringing in more and more people from war-torn areas in the Middle East? Isn't it time to cool it?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, my heart goes out to the true refugees and victims of these situations, and absolutely we need to be part of the solution of dealing with them. But of course, that needs to involve protecting our security. Of course, that needs to involve having real borders, vetting them, taking those common sense measures to first protect our security.
Mm-hmm. Now you want to move from the Senate to governor, and you got a very tough race there with a huge Obama leftist. How's that looking?
Yeah. Well, it's a week from tomorrow, and we're doing very well, but it's a dogfight, and we're working hard each and every day. It is a runoff with a leftist Democrat, a pro-Obama supporter. He enthusiastically supported the president not once but twice. In fact, the second time, even after the first Obama term, after Obamacare and the drilling moratorium and Dodd-Frank and everything else, he traveled to the Democratic National Convention to personally help renominate Barack Obama and endorse him on national television. So the record is clear, and the differences between me as a Louisiana conservative and him as a pro-Obama liberal are crystal clear on issue after issue after issue. But it's still a dogfight, so we're working really, really hard. Good news is people are tuning in, and they're finally tuning in to what's at stake for our future and the huge differences between me and my opponent, our two records.
Let me ask you this. I'm not familiar with the voting process in Louisiana. Is it now down to the two of you, just the two of you?
It is. We have this unusual open primary, jungle primary system. And so in the open primary, there were two other Republicans, and the Democrat and myself made the runoff. So now it's a runoff between myself and John Bel Edwards, who's a liberal Democrat.
And part of the issue, I guess, is you guys vote on Saturday. I mean, you have probably absentee voting and so forth, but the bulk of the voting, or certainly the in-person voting, is on a Saturday. So the issue, again, is turnout. It's an off-year Saturday election.
Yeah, it is a huge turnout battle. It's all about turnout. And look, the left is funding its turnout operations. We've seen buses rolling around the state. In fact, my opponent himself skipped a forum. Get this. I mean, listen closely to this. He skipped a forum yesterday on the pro-life set of issues and on defending religious freedom in order to go to an adult hip-hop bar with a party bus to round up voters and help bus them to the polls.
I mean, you know, Louisiana is a fairly conservative state, certainly parts of Louisiana. This guy sounds a little kooky to me.
And overall, yeah.
I mean, he sounds kind of kooky.
Oh, he's way out of the Louisiana mainstream, way out. And people are tuning into that. People are understanding his record. He was a complete unknown at the beginning of his race, which benefited him because he could more easily hide his record. But people are now tuning in to his voting record. And on issue after issue after issue, I'm a clear-cut, consistent conservative. He's a clear-cut, consistent pro-Obama liberal.
Well, what was he before? What is he? I mean, what's his background?
He's a state representative. He's head of the Democratic caucus in the state legislature. He's a trial lawyer by training and by profession. And, of course, that's the huge majority of his funding background, trial lawyers who have a real foothold in Louisiana. We have a horrendous litigation environment, which I'm committed to change, pushing through tort reform so we can be a lot more business-friendly like other states like Texas.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wish you all the best. If people want to help you, what should they do?
They should go to davidvitter.com. It's real easy, davidvitter.com, V-I-T-T-E-R. All of our information is there. My detailed plan, Together Louisiana Strong, is there. And, of course, ways to contribute, volunteer, get involved is there. And I'd love everybody's participation around Louisiana, around the country.
Well, let me just say this. Now that I've been alerted to this race, I certainly would like to endorse you strongly and hope that you're able to win the governorship there. And my folks listening, you really need to turn out if you're in Louisiana. These are these sleeper elections, and sometimes the Democrats slip through.
Yep. Well, Mark, that means a lot. I'm honored by that. I'm a strong constitutional conservative like you are, so I really take that seriously. I'm honored by your kind words. And you're right. This is a battle of who cares and who turns out. And shame on us if we lose because of that. Conservatives need to stand up, fight, make their voices known, and certainly vote a week from tomorrow.
All right. Good luck to you, Governor-elect, we'll call you. But anyway, Senator Vitter, we wish you all the best. That's next Saturday, not this one, next one.
Correct. But early voting is today and tomorrow. It ends tomorrow, so you can early vote tomorrow, and then the election is a week from tomorrow.
Well, then let's do it. All right, Senator. Thank you very much. Good luck to you. Folks, vote. If you're in Louisiana, vote, 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 vote. You want to hold that governorship. You heard what he said as a senator. He agrees that border needs to be dealt with. You know, we talk about it all the time. It's not a question of the American people. The American people want that border secure. The American people know that we need to know who's coming into this country as best as we can. But there needs to be a better effort.